Assalamualaikum to Miss Aida. We are from Group 1, so we will be presenting about the NITE's sustainability report for the year 2020.
The GRI standard has also been adopted by the Nike Corporation for its day-to-day reporting. Nike conforms to the GRI standard in ethics and integrity, as well as the value of GRI transparency, which is reflected in the value, standard and norms of conduct of the organization. Nike believes that despite the fact that there is no finish line, there is a clearly defined beginning line. Due to the fact that the Nike Code of Conduct and Code Leadership Criteria outline the minimal GRI standard that Nike expects each supplier facility to satisfy. Nike Corporation also expects all of its suppliers to share their dedication to the well-being of their employees and to the responsible and efficient use of natural resources. Nike's supplier strategy is based on the achievement of the bare minimum standard. This include in this evaluation is the determination of baseline performance and the identification of supplier with whom Nike will continue to interact and build their relationship. Nike is an American multinational corporation that design, develop, markets, and produce footwear, clothes, equipment, accessories, and service on a global scale. The corporation is situated in the Portland metropolitan region near Fatin, Oregon, and is one of just two Fortune 500 companies headquartered in the state. It is one of the world leading provider of athletic footwear and apparel, as well as a significant maker of sport equipment, with fiscal year 2012 profit exceeding 24.1 billion US dollars.
The first purpose of reporting sustainability report by Nike Corporation is to disclose information of social and environmental management with their stakeholders. Disclosing important information normally to create trust among their stakeholders. This is because when Nike show their commitment and towards sustainability aspect, it would increase their stakeholders' trust in purchasing or investing towards their product. In addition, since sustainable development goals, strategies and reporting are widely spreading for the purpose of sustainable, people look for sustainable aspect met by one particular organization, whereby the sustainability focus are include in focusing towards equity, responsibility of sourcings and others. The second purpose of reporting sustainability report is increasing the operational efficiency of the organization. The sustainability report usually would provide ways on how one organization would improve their operation along with the sustainable efficiency. This is because when one organization reporting the operation of their business, they would find weaknesses that can be improved, which would contribute to increase the performance and efficiency of their business, and as well reduce the operating cost towards sustainability. For example, Nike Corporation currently is focusing in improving the usage of renewable energy and transforming solid waste into new products and material to reduce the release of chemical gases and others.
For the third purpose, Nike stated that the corporation future targets for 2025 that focuses on three aspects, which are people, community and planet. So Nike 2025 targets for people are focusing in the area of representations and hiring, such as including representations of women up to 50% and as well as for 45% for leadership positions. Nike also stated that they will invest around 2% for the corporation prior year pre-tax income for the purpose to increase the community's positive impacts. Furthermore, in terms of carbon, Nike will reduce around 70% of the corporation greenhouse gas emission through the operation of facilities and start using 100% of renewable electricity. Lastly, Nike stated that reporting acts as an indicator for the organization and the stakeholder to see the organisation capacity to execute and develop as they handle risk mitigation, productivity, development, and identify future efforts in more systemic manner while preparing for nice long-term success. According to the global reporting can be used to evaluate the organization's sustainability performance with accordance to regulations and law. So performance standard as well as voluntary efforts by the organizations. Other than that, by continuously providing the sustainability reports, internal and external stakeholders are able to compare the organization's sustainability performance either with the past reports or reports from the other organizations.
For the Nike company, Nike has using the sustainability report, annual sustainability report as their looking at their metric and also performance for their targeted in 2020. And for their metric, which has been chosen by Nike company, is consists of the community impact, manufacturing, product, materials, carbon and energy, waste, water, and also chemistry. For the community impact, Nike has achieved their targeted. Their performance has shown that they have achieved their targeted in 2020, which is has resulted 1.9% of the pre-incomes draft positive, which is for their communities, which is their targeted only for 1.5%, but their performance has shown 19% for their communities impact performance. And for the next metric is manufacturing. They has looking at the performance for the manufacturing by using the sourcing and manufacturing sustainability index, or can be called as SMSI, which is to look at their manufacturing activity in order which has been combined the rating for the lean manufacturing. And for the next metric is for the product. Nike has will deliver the product for the maximum performance with involving the minimum impact for the environment by looking at their performance is they have to achieve is more than 80% for their product deliver for the productions for the Nike product. For the next metric is materials. Nike has for 9 years, Nike has looking at their metric for the materials, that they ensure that their materials are using the sustainable cotton. 100% of using sustainable cotton in order to save the environment and to show their sustainability. And for the carbon and energy, Nike has showed the performance by showing their initiative to control the absolute emissions, which is to ensure their energy performance is reach 100% of the guidelines, which has been chosen by the Nike company for the carbon and energy. And for the waste metric, Nike will ensure that their footwear of the manufacturing will send to the landfill or incinerations for their waste activity. And for the water, Nike has used the fresh water, which is their guideline for the water is by measure their performance by using the per kilogram textile dyeing and finishing L per kilogram in order to determine their performance for the water metric. And in 2020 they have achieved their targeted for the water metric, which is and for the last metric is chemistry. Nike has measured the chemistry performance by test the material by using the guidelines of the Nike RSL, 100% of the Nike RSL guideline, and they ensure 100% use of the chemistry for the productions is compliant with the guideline that has been chosen by the Nike company for their performance in chemistry. For the future commitments, Nike has introduced the reports which is consists of their target for 2025 as their future commitments, which is in this report of the target 2025, they has enlist the three main target, which is they will look into pupils, community, and also planet, which is in total Nike has enlist 29 of total target for their future commitments in 2025. And for the planet, they have consist of many target which has been enlisted by the Nike, and which is for the first is they will look into at the representations and also hiring for their future commitment in the main target for the pupils. Next is they will look into the pay and benefits. Next is health and safety, inclusive culture and engagement, and also for the last one they will look into the education and also the professional development as their pupil target in their future commitment in 2025. For the next main target for their future commitments in 2025 is which is based on the communities, and they have enlist their target for the communities by looking at, for the first target is looking at the active kids, which is they want to more of participant of the active kid in their activity for the communities. And for the next is they will look into at the inclusive communities as their future commitments for the communities involvement. And next is employee engagement, which is they will ensure their employee engage with the communities and to show their professional as the global company. And the last one is they will look into the community investment as their community targeted for the future commitments for the community target in 2025 for their future commitments for the Nike company. For the next future commitments is they will look into the planet, which is as their responsibility in order to save the environments. And same as the 2020 target, they also for the 2025 target for the planet, they will also look into their target for the carbon, water, waste, and also chemistry. But they will for 2025 targeted for this metric for their 2025 targeted as their future commitment. All of these thing which is chemistry, water, waste, they will advance as what they have present for 2020, and they will ensure that they will achieve all this target in 2025 as the future commitment in order to show they also concerns about the environment, and they will more responsibility towards the environment as their production also involve the environment activity, which is consists of the energy, carbon energy, which is will impact the greenhouse gases. Therefore, they will look into their carbon for their future commitments, and also water, waste, and for the last one is chemistry, because in the production they have used the chemistry as their in order to produce their product.
Nike has chosen environmentally friendly materials in order to reduce environmental impact. Deck manufacturing fits Nike criteria of sustainability, and the company has sourced 100% of its material from there, and bronze was chosen as the best color. This is because the facility obtained color-coded ratings based on the company's SMSI and Nike system, which combines ratings for lean manufacturing, labor and health, safety, and the environment to show holistic sustainability performance. Other than that, for a Nike partner tier 1 manufacturing, which they obtain a yellow or red rating if they fall short of Nike minimum complaint standard. The bronze level of complaints demonstrate basic adherence to the Nike Code of Conduct and Leader Code standard. This is because silver indicate that the facility is enhancing its ability to be a sustainable business engine in the Nike industry.
NIC Incorporation is business organisation that is committed in protecting human rights (HR), which include the employees, sponsor athlete and others. In order to show the commitment towards human rights, this organisation owns the policies, strategies and standards that has been stated in their inside the line code of conduct and others. NIC has clearly stated they are prioritising equity and strictly against any wrongdoing of human rights and collaborated with other institutions to support the right of the workers and also the supplier, both inside or outside the factories, such as the Fair Labour Association and others. Next, NIC also have put their focus on labour practices and decent work (LA). In 2020, NIC has put target on their employees in attract, develop and improve workers' engagement and healthy workforce. NIC also have concern with the right of their employees in related to the issue of wages and excessive overtime. This organisation also have provide various initiatives to support all employees.
Okay, for the product responsibility, it mostly focuses in making sustainable product and using the sustainable materials to reduce the business impact on society and environment. So NIC developed a sustainability evaluation tools, which is NIC's Material Sustainability Index, to ensure that their creation team were able to make a better decision regarding the products and the methods. So for example, NIC stated that they managed to make better decisions in terms of material from better supplier by comparing the impacts of the materials have on the environment around 57,000 varied of materials that were supplied by 741 suppliers. Furthermore, NIC's commitment to start using more sustainable apparel are based on two main materials, which is cotton and polyester cotton. As for their footwear, NIC main materials were leather, cotton and recycled polyester. However, traditional cotton farming contributes to increase in water footprints, pesticide use and others. So therefore, to address the issue, NIC has collaborated with Better Cotton Initiative to supplement with NIC current organic and recycle program. Lastly, for the society, NIC stated that they always have place for communities in anything that they do. So most of the initiative by NIC focus on the children growth. For example, an initiative called Active Schools is a collaboration program by NIC with the education sector. So in China, so this program has been done for around 3 years in the past, with collaboration between NIC and the China's Ministry of Education. So this program involved over 2 million kids nationwide that consists of 7,100 different schools. Moreover, around 7,000 physical education instructors were trained to ensure that the children receive an adequate knowledge and about sports and also healthy lifestyles.
Based on sustainability report of NIC Incorporation, the indicator of HR is lies under the range of 20 until 29. This is because there are a few aspects that are missing in this sustainable report. NIC do not mention and focus on the customer right, do not provide the number of discrimination issue occur in NIC, and only focus on initiative made in showing their commitment without disclose any discrimination cases and also the corrective action that would be taken. Secondly, the LA indicator is graded as the highest range, which between 40 and 50. This is because LA indicator have reported all the aspects needed according to the GRI standards. There are a lot of information disclosed in regarding to LA, such as investment in relation to the employment development, especially in training and education purpose, provide initiative to encourage employee to protect their right, and provide data related to employee which are from various background.
We proceed with the third indicator, which is the product responsibility, which were given a grade 20 to 29. So this is because the report only mentions on NIC products and materials in terms of sustainability and failed to mention about the organization, marketing, communications, customer privacy and compliance, as well as for the other aspect. So therefore, there is no much information that can be gathered from the report. Lastly, for the society, the grade 30 to 39 has been given. NIC managed to disclose varied of information for the company efforts in terms of society. NIC also collaborated with various of government agencies as well as for the non-governmental organization. Even though most of the initiative focus on the children, there are also efforts to the community, especially involvement of the women in sports. Therefore, the grade given is considered fair because we are able to gather various of informations regarding the NIC initiative on the community.
This sustainability report has given their most focus toward LA indicator compared to HR, PR and SO. This is because most of aspect from GRI guideline shows that LA has fulfilled the aspect as provided in the guideline compared to the other three. NITE has fulfilled the needs of employees for the aspect of the health and safety at workplace, invest in employment development program and others. Furthermore, NITE also has given equal remuneration and opportunity to all workers regardless of their gender, religion and ethnics.